So one day I was browsing YouTube and I noticed that Some Call Me Johnny had done a spotlight on what was apparently an attempt at a remake of the worst Sonic game in the franchise with the Unity engine. That's right, this is basically, wow, that was weird. Like, you started the game out and it looks kind of... Yeah, that's a problem I had. My Xbox 360 controller had this problem where it was constantly having the camera spinning around. And this is a pretty common issue. So I'm guessing this is a sort of rite of passage for an owner of an Xbox controller. And even after recalibrating and everything, resetting to defaults, I did everything I could and it just wouldn't stop spinning. And I presume that Some Call Me Johnny used that. So that's weird. But anyways, yeah. This is the first time that I've ever played 06, or anything resembling it. One of the things that they changed here was that you can actually jump out of a spin dash. So you might think, wow, that means that I can do the spin dash jump like in Sonic Adventure 1. Nope. Because the thing is, when you try to do a spin dash jump in this game, for some reason all of your momentum gets cancelled out. So you have to keep holding the direction that you want to move after you do a spin dash jump, and even then, you don't feel like all of your momentum from your spin dash gets added to your jump. So it's really only there to... I mean, it can provide some satisfaction. Like, there's at least one time when I made use of it in this demo level, but it's not nearly as good as the Nestle one. I really hope they fix that for the final build, because they're basically remastering all of 06. Oh god damn it, you shouldn't be able to jump off the eagle. So here's where the spin dash jump is useful, although again, it doesn't send you very far. So the only reason I was able to make it over there was because of the air dash. The air dash sends you pretty far.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
I always love when he says that. It's such an amusing line, especially since it's just begging for you to actually fall. So, there are more things that this game changed from the original game. For one, the lives actually respawn, which is good, because, like, you could be dying constantly in a mock speed zone, and the lives won't respawn, so you're guaranteed to get a game over. And something that's really important about how they changed 06 here is that Sonic actually feels like he has some weight to it. Like, he doesn't instantly go from a standstill to moving quickly. Or, well, quickly. Sonic moves pretty slow actually in 06. Like, you don't feel like the Speedy Blue Blur. But here he actually feels like he has some weight to him. Unfortunately, I seem to have the problem where, like, every time I try to build up to a running speed from the ground, I can never really maintain the speed that I have. I always end up suddenly slowing down for some reason. I have no idea why. It feels like it's impossible for me to run fast. The only way I can run fast is if I hit a dash pad. You pretty much have to air dash everywhere. It's like in Sonic Rivals.
Made it.
That's not how Sonic should work. Like, Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive. He should be fast on his own. He shouldn't need a dash pad. That's why I'm such a big fan of the boost, because the boost finally means that Sonic is always fast, even when running. He controls well other than that though. He's not slippery or stiff. Yeah. I actually played this demo 7 times, and I had to force myself not to play it again. God, I hate how you can homing attack the broken crates multiple times in a row. What's the point of that? But yeah, you have to keep on holding up during these scripted sequences. They're not entirely automated. Like, if you don't keep holding up on them, then you'll come to a dead stop, which kind of destroys the thrills that they're trying to accomplish. Like, in general, this demo level is not really about thrills. And it's not really about platforming either. It's mostly about satisfaction, like Nestle 1, but the satisfaction is pretty minimal. Like, I love going through Rainbow Rings. That is so satisfying. And this, I love this. I love the satisfying feeling of just being launched and bounced upwards so high by those ropes. It's awesome. But for the most part, this demo level is homing attack the game. It's literally all about whether you can time your homing attacks. It's like homing attack enemies, homing attack into the ropes. And that kind of misses the point of a platformer when it's all about just timing your button press. It's like in Wind Waker with the parry attack. Only it's not even that because, well, it's kind of harder because you have to watch what you're doing to tell exactly when to homing attack. Like, you should always make sure that you're perfectly lined up in a straight line with what you're trying to homing attack. Because if it's above you, then you're not going to do it. And the awkward thing about the homing attack is that when you try to do it, you'll go from a standstill to, like, really fast, like, instantly. So, it's kind of awkward doing the air dash. I hate that enemy. I hate how it's a large health bar, so you have to attack it multiple times to kill it. But you can just skip it, which is good. Like, the wind rails feel kind of boring because they don't make you go fast enough to give you thrills, and they go on for a little too long. So I like the fact that you can jump off the end one to get to the goal ring faster. The Lightspeed Dash feels a lot more responsive than the one in Generations, because in Generations, I always end up pressing the Lightspeed Dash button a whole bunch of times in frustration, and it won't work. Like, you have to be extremely close to the rings to actually get to work. But 06 also generally had the problem where you would try to do a Lightspeed Dash and you would fling to your death, which was kind of weird. I guess they fixed that here. But yeah, they're going to do an entire remastering of Sonic 06 on the PC. And I don't feel like Sega is going to do anything about that because it's kind of disowned Sonic 06. So, this is awesome. Like, now I can finally play the worst game that the franchise has ever had. I feel like this is a rite of passage for me. Let's see if they actually turn this terrible game into something good. Like, words cannot express how bad 06 is as a 3D game and as a game in general. If you really are interested in finding out how bad 06 is, I implore you, watch Clement's review. He basically gives all the opinions that I have. So if you want my full opinion on 06, watch Clement's review because he does it better than I ever could. Even if it is kind of long. So yeah. Never thought I'd actually be able to talk about 06 over actual footage of it that I made. See you later.